Hello and welcome to the Cluster's introductory video. This week we'll be looking at 1 Samuel chapter 20. So, if you remember, Israel has asked God for a king, a subtle rejection of the rule of God himself, and have been given the impressive Saul to reign over them. However, although he starts well, this has given way to arrogance and disobedience of God. As a result, God has rejected Saul as king, and the prophet Samuel has anointed another, a young man named David. David immediately proves himself a brave warrior when he defeats the Philistine champion, the giant Goliath, in one-to-one combat. As a result, the Philistine army is routed. Although he's not your king yet, David's reputation as a leader continues to grow as he's successful in everything Saul commands him to do and rises rapidly through the ranks of the army. But Saul himself is struggling to reign. The Spirit of God has departed from him, and he's being tormented by an evil spirit sent by God. So David's called in to play the lyre for Saul, to soothe his troubled heart. However, on at least 3 separate occasions, Saul tries to pin David to the wall with his spear, but keeps on missing, presumably because David's young and lithe, and more importantly, protected by God. On another occasion, David escapes with the help of his wife, Saul's own daughter, when the king sends round men to his house to kill him. Saul even has the gall to ask her why she helped him escape. And so at the beginning of chapter 20, we find David in hiding at a place called Ramah, where he's visited by his best mate and heir to the throne of Israel, Jonathan. Now he's caught in the horns of a dilemma. Who does he trust? His father, the king, who's always told him the truth and been good to him? Or his best friend David, who says that Saul wants to murder him? Well, David suggests a way for Jonathan to test the truth of his claim. The new moon feast is soon to take place, and though invited, David isn't going to attend. What will Saul's reaction be? Will it be measured and understanding, or will it be angry and irrational? Well, if you can't guess, you probably haven't been paying attention. So you'll have to concentrate more when you read through 1 Samuel chapter 20, where you'll find the answer. And when you've read it, there are, as usual, a number of questions included with this video to help you get to grips with it. And I hope you have a great cluster discussing God's Word and praying for one another. Next week, the 7th of July, is our monthly Trinity Together meeting, at which we'll get the chance to pray together for the world, for Hinckley, for our church, and for each other. I hope to see you there. But for now, goodbye.